Nestor with another live stream. Welcome. What's up, everybody? So we're doing another live stream today. A little earlier than normal again, guys. Sorry, but I got all my work done today, so I'm like, let me go do a live stream. Why not? Damn, that's gonna suck. All right, well, it is what it is. What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? Welcome, everybody. Hopefully we got a lot of people showing up today. It's a little earlier than normal. I told you guys I was gonna do live streams at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but today, a little earlier, I gotta get out of here. I'm already done with my work, so your boy's hair is insane today, but it is what it is. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Please hit the like button as soon as you guys come in here, and also introduce yourselves, say what's up, so we get more chat interaction. All this stuff really helps with the YouTube channel, guys. So please hit the like button and say what's up. Say what's up. What up? Starting early today. Yeah, Joshua, starting really early. I had to I finished all my work already. I still have to do a few things on the YouTube channel. For the most part, all done. I actually have to finish up a whole bunch of work here on the YouTube channel. I was gonna go to the gym, but I already hit every body part this week. But I want to do some stuff on the YouTube channel, man. I want to get some stuff done. I want to get all those plans that I told you guys about yesterday done. I told you guys that one of the things we're going to be doing here on the channel, well, not on this channel, but we're going to do a new YouTube channel where we talk about self-improvement and everything that comes with it. And I want to get a whole bunch of that stuff done and ready to go for next week. Still wrenching. I usually get off, and you're on. Yeah, like I said, a little earlier than normal. We're going to be sticking to our schedule from now on, but sometimes I do it a little bit earlier, but it just depends. Depends on what's up. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Hit the like button, guys. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Mike, hey, Nestor, what's up? Not much, brother. Welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome. What's up, everybody? We're gonna see how many people join up today. Like I said, it's a little earlier than normal, but man, this fucking hair, bro. I gotta control this shit because it's just getting out of hand. But if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. Happy to answer them. How are you guys doing? How's your day going? Got any cool cars you're working on or anything fun? The customer that whose Mustang I have in the shop came by today, and he really liked the car. He loved it. He was like, man, this car is looking amazing. I'm like, thanks, bro. Manuel says, what's up? What's your top 5 favorite rappers of all time? Good question. I like Kanye, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, and Eminem. Matthew says, Evo not charging. What's an Evo? What Evo? Hit the like button, guys. But yeah, and then, just getting stuff done, man. Getting stuff done. Man, and the funny thing about my customer, he was like, he looked at the car, he was like, man, the engine looks so good. Like, the underside looks so good. Can we do the interior now? And I'm like, oh, fuck. I knew this was, he's like, I don't want interior. I don't want paint. I just want the engine. Always happens. This is why I don't have customers. This is why I don't build cars for people, because then they start adding shit to things, and then fuck. And I'm like, man, you should have told me this shit. We would have done this shit already. Now we gotta wait another fucking 3 weeks, 12 weeks sometimes to get more parts in. Now the car's gonna fucking sit here for another fucking 2 months. Mike says, what kind of insurance should you get if you're doing mobile mechanic? Comprehensive insurance that pretty much covers bodily injury to you, damage to the vehicle, and your tools if they get stolen, and obviously vehicle insurance as well. Get covered up to like $250,000. That should be a pretty good rate. But talk to your insurance guy. Tell them what you do. Tell them how much valuables you own as far as tools, how much money you have in tools, all that fun stuff. and then they'll make a policy for you. But it's pretty simple, not a big deal. A basic business insurance should cover pretty much everything, with specifics on auto repair. But it's basically the same thing as an auto repair insurance policy. Talk to your insurance guy, he should know what to do. Carlos says, are you ever gonna do an LS swap in like an old school Chevy, or you like to stick with the Mustangs for now? Carlos, I'll never say never, but not right now. Like, that's not even my, I don't even think about that. So no, probably not. But maybe in the future, you never know. But I like the Mustang stuff, man. I'm a Mustang guy. Matthew says, car I'm working on, 2012 Lancer Evo, alternator not charging after engine replacement. Look at the wiring diagram. Figure out if there's like a fuse in line, or you maybe didn't connect something properly. You have to look at the wiring diagram and figure out why it's not charging. Off the top of my head, I don't know those cars well enough, but if you look at the wiring diagram, there's very few things that go into that system. Alternator switched on probably by the battery or 12-volt signal. Then that battery cable goes to probably the fuse block, and it has a fuse in line, and then from the fuse block to the battery. So sometimes, like, I've seen some cars, they have like the computer controls them. At that point, you have to look at the repair manual and see how to diagnose that issue. But look at the wiring diagram and see what it tells you. That's gotta be your first step to diagnosing that problem. Figure out where everything is, what it controls, what's in the middle of it, in the circuit, and then go from there. But generally, it's a very simple circuit. But yeah, look at everything, and then check power coming out of the alternator. That's the first thing. Make sure the alternator is even charging. Maybe the alternator went bad. I've had that happen where the alternator goes bad after we replace the component, like a fucking engine. So check the back of the alternator. Make sure that it's charging. But yeah, man, basic diagnostics on that. Basic diagnostics. You should know what to do. I hope you know what you're doing, if you're doing motors. Manuel says, have you ever had to deal with aftermarket auto repair insurances for customers? They are a pain. They're not too much of a pain. Like, for the most part, they just send an assessor out, or they call you and tell you what the bill is, and then they tell you, okay, hold on. Then they make sure that it's covered, and then they just send you the check. The only time it becomes an issue is when you don't get the check before the repair is done. I hate that shit, because I'm all like, fuck, I don't want to wait 3 weeks to get fucking paid. Like, fuck that. You know, so that's the only problem that I've ever seen with insurance jobs, is that, like, it takes you a long time to get paid. But besides that, it's pretty normal, pretty simple. And nowadays, like, that only happened like in the beginning of my career, the beginning of my shop. And it was because it was like a very small company. The bigger companies will send you a check in like a few days. So like the most, probably like a week, if that. So you get paid pretty quickly. Mike Morris says, cool, thanks, you got it. Manuel says, your advice on how to post a car for sale to flip is top notch. I was able to sell it within 3 hours of posting it on OfferUp. Manuel, that's very good. I'm very happy that helped you. I'm going to go ahead and make more videos on how to post things on selling and shit like that. Because I'm going to start selling my course again. So we're going to be making money, baby. Selling the courses. And you guys better buy them, because my shit is top notch advice. You guys already know. If I'm giving you free advice and it works for you, you already know the shit you're going to pay for is going to be even better. So yeah, we're going to be selling the course soon after I edit it. That's actually what I'm going to do right now, is I'm going to set the plan to edit everything, get everything ready to go, make more content for you guys, start making the videos, all that fun shit. We're taking it to the next level, boys. I feel like a rooster with this fucking hair. Like, I feel like Johnny Bravo right now. That's what I feel like. But we're rocking it. We're rocking it. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. Don't care. Matthew says, I do, checking it out now. Awesome, Matthew. Let me know how it goes, my friend. I wonder what the problem is. I'm curious to see now. I like diagnostics because I always want to see what the problem is. I hate when the diagnostics is done by me and I can't figure it out. That's the only time it sucks. But besides that, it's a simple problem. It should be a pretty simple diagnostic. Hopefully. Knock on wood. Chaco, bro, Nestor, I quit my roofing job today. Like right now. Why'd you quit it, Chaco? Because it's hot as fuck or what? The Modern Renovator says, does auto repair industry pay good? It depends on what good is to you. For me, a good pay is over 700,000. I'm sorry, 70,000 a year. And automotive technicians can make 70,000 no problem, so long as they have good experience and they know how to negotiate for their salary. But yeah, mechanics can make up to 6 figures, no problem, after maybe 3 years in the industry. But you gotta know what the fuck you're doing, and you gotta know how to negotiate, and you gotta be cool about shit. A lot of guys will be like, oh, no, you can't. You can't. I can't. Because I'm Nestor, and I get shit done, and I know how to fucking maneuver. But yeah, man, you can make good money in the automotive industry, especially if you're a boss and you're doing your own thing. Adrian says, what's up, Nestor? What's up, Adrian? So I've been on a date and I'm tracking my macros good today, but I want to get me a burger right now. What do you do not to tap in? I've been on a diet. You've been on a diet. Okay, so figure out where your macros are at. You can fit a burger in your macros so long as you're not eating too many calories. So if you're trying to lose weight, right, you're on a diet, you know exactly how many calories you need to eat to be able to lose a certain amount of weight in a certain amount of period. So let's just say you're only allowed to eat 2,500 calories for that day, and you're at like maybe 1,000 calories. Figure out how much a burger is gonna cost as far as calories. And most burgers will probably be like 700 to 900 calories. So you might be able to fit that in. So yeah, it just, as far as like the cravings, you got, bro, what the fuck do you mean? Like, what do you mean the cravings? Obviously you're gonna have cravings. That's why you're fat, because you have cravings and you don't say no to them. Sit there, right? Sit down after this live stream, right? Watch the live stream because it'll distract you a little bit. Hopefully the craving goes away. What's up, guy here? How you doing, brother? Welcome. Sit in your fucking room, wherever you're at, and think about all the reasons why you want to lose weight. Number one. Number two, stop being a bitch. Sit there and tell your body, this is a craving you're having because you're addicted to food. You're not going to control the situation anymore. Me, Nestor, or you, Matt, whatever, I'm in control now, right? Like, you know, like the meme. Look at me, I'm the captain now. You tell your brain tells your body, I'm in control now, motherfucker. Because what's happening is that your body is so addicted to the food and releasing those chemicals that, like dopamine and serotonin, those are the things that make you addicted to food. But you have to take control over that shit. So you have to sit there and tell your body, you're not in control anymore, my boy. I'm in control now. Yes, I know you want to eat that burger, but I'm not gonna allow you to because I'm in control now. And that's how you beat an addiction, by being aware of it, sitting with the feeling, and telling your body, no, you're not doing this anymore. And you have to think harder than your body is resisting. Does that make sense? You have to build the will. And yes, it's hard. I know it's hard, my boy. I know it's an addiction, right? And addictions are fucking difficult to break. But you have to realize that it's an addiction, number one. And number two, you have to sit there and you have to be like, no, I'm not going to eat. Because I know it's just an addiction. It's not good for me. There's a bunch of reasons why I want to lose weight. And I'm not going to let this happen anymore. And it's going to be hard, my friend. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Just keep doing it. And every time you catch yourself, every time you tell your body no, it's like training a dog. You have to train your body that it's not okay to eat whenever it wants. You are in control. Your mind is in control, not your body. And that goes with every single other addiction you have, guys. Whether it's feeling like shit, whether it's being angry, whether it's any other emotion other than high-level emotions like love, gratitude, excitement. All the negative emotions like fear, jealousy, envy, anger, all those things are low-level emotions that your body gets addicted to because you're reliving negative experiences in your mind. Same thing with food. If you're addicted to food, it's because your body's addicted to those chemicals that you release when you eat food. You have to tell your body, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this anymore. And you eventually break the habit, and eventually you'll get to the point where you can control your mind to the point where you can tell your body no. Because right now your body's trying to run the show. And everybody's like that. Everybody's trying to run, the bodies of everybody's trying to run the show. But your mind has to be powerful enough to say no to that shit. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense, my friend. But stay strong, brother. Stay fucking strong. You got this. You got this. If it fits your macros, fine, right? But if you're already tipping and it's only 2 o'clock, and you're like fuck man, if I eat this, I'm already over my macros. Say no to yourself. I know it's hard, my friend, but just say fucking no. Remember all the good things that you're gonna be doing when you lose your weight. Imagine how good you're gonna look after you lose all that weight. How fucking ripped you're gonna be. Bitches are gonna be all over you. You're gonna feel good about yourself because you have the discipline to say no. All positive, baby. All positive. Because remember, after you eat that burger, you're gonna feel like shit. That shit's only gonna be satisfying for that one moment. Afterwards, you're gonna feel like shit. So just say no to yourself. Think about something else. Think about something else. Think about how badass you're gonna look and how good that's gonna feel, and put that emotion behind it. Say to yourself, I'm gonna look so good. I'm gonna have a badass 6-pack. My chest's gonna be all nice. My arms are gonna be nice. Oh, it's gonna feel so good when I just look at myself and I say, fuck yeah, man, I did it. Feel the emotion of your future self. Chaco says they wanted to pay me less than 100 a day. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, fuck that, Chaco. For roofing? Osvaldo says 2016 Tucson fan won't turn off. Drained the battery. That sucks. Matthew says auto pay does pay well. Got up to 6 figures after 5 years. 3rd year over 6 figures. There you go. Osvaldo says calorie deficit the only way. 100%. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, macros. Guys, hit the like button. We only got 4 likes in here. Come on, guys. I know there's more of you guys in here that like me more than just like not hitting the like. Hit the fucking like button, boys. What are you doing? Come on, guys. It takes 1 fucking second. It ain't gonna kill you. Matthew says, found it. Torn wires going to alternator connector. Yeah, I figured. Something like that always happens because like you're replacing shit and you're replacing a whole damn motor. So yeah, sometimes like unplugging shit causes like broken wires. Adrian Hernandez, what's good? What's good, Adrian? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, my friend. But yeah, guys, you guys are gonna be tough, man. Mentally tough. It's hard. I know. I go through it. I go through it too. You know, fuck. But you gotta do it, man. You gotta sit there. You gotta be present. Don't let yourself get distracted. If you do get distracted and your mind starts wandering, bring it back to the present moment. Tell yourself and feel the emotions of how your new future is gonna look like. That's how you get to the place where you want to be at, is by feeling the new emotions of how things are going to be in the future, right? So like imagine if you were like a multi-millionaire right now. Imagine, right? Let's just say you had 10 million in the bank liquid. How would you act? How would you feel? What would be going through your mind if you knew you had 10 million in the bank, right? Sit there and meditate on that. Say, how would I feel? And feel all those emotions. I would feel good. I would feel less stressed. Like I would feel like I could breathe. Like, right? You would feel all those things. So what you want to do to be able to get to that place is you want to feel all those things right now. You would feel gratitude. You would feel thankfulness. You would feel love, and like you would just feel good, right? So you want to start feeling that way now, because eventually that's going to help you get to where you want to go and get to that $10 million mark, right? That's the secret, guys. The secret is to feel the emotions of how you're going to be in the future, right? So if you're envisioning yourself driving a Lambo, how would it feel to drive a Lambo? Walking up to your car, opening the door, getting in it. How would it feel to turn that fucker on? How would it feel when you're driving, right? And you look to your side and everybody's just looking at you, because you know how everybody is. When you see a Lambo, you know you look at that shit. You know you look and see like who the fuck's driving it. And you're like, damn, how the fuck did that guy get that car? You're like, fuck, man, right? Like imagine yourself like looking over and everybody's just staring at you because you got a fucking $250,000 car and everybody's like, damn, that motherfucker's a G. Like how good would that feel? Like, damn, right? Feel that way, guys. And imagine yourself in that situation, and that's how you call that situation to you, right? Because most people want to do like visualization and they want to do like manifestation, but they always fuck up because they never take it to the next level, which is actually feeling those emotions that you're going to feel when you're actually in that reality. So when you're trying to be like, okay, I'm going to make more money at my job. How would it feel to make more money? How would it feel to have that bank account full, right? How would it feel? Feel that shit. Feel the emotions. And if your mind starts wandering when you're thinking about it, bring it back to the moment. And eventually you'll bring it back to the moment enough times to where you stay in that moment, right? Always be thinking about the moment, boys. Daniel Silva says, Think and Grow Rich. Yes. Also, Dr. Joe Dispenza's book called Becoming Supernatural. That book is amazing too. So those two books, guys, have been changing my life lately, and it's been amazing. So highly recommend both of them. But at the end of the day, guys, it's about feeling the emotions of your future reality. Don't think about the past. The past is gone. Okay, the past does not serve you in any way. You've learned your lessons, You've learned your lessons. Forget about the past. If you ever start thinking about the past, don't stop. Literally, you stop, guys. Stop thinking about the past. You can literally stop yourself from thinking of the past. You can think about something else. Oh man, last week when I was talking to that girl. No. Oh, I'm thinking about my AirPods. Oh man, AirPods. Yeah, they're so nice. Like the white casing is so dope. Oh, my water. Look at my water. I'm in the moment right now watching Nestor talk about whatever the fuck he's talking about. Oh, I'm in this room right now. Man, this room feels good. And you stop thinking about the past. You just move forward. So yeah, guys, it's all in your mind, man. It's all in your mind. If you can control your focus, if you control what you're thinking about, and you're only thinking about positive things, you're gonna get everything you want. I'm gonna be drilling that shit home to you guys every day. Telling you guys about how to get all the shit you want. But yeah, interesting shit, guys. Interesting shit. But what are you guys up to this weekend? It's Friday. My last live stream for the week. Been doing a live stream every single day. 5 live streams this week. Very happy because I love talking to you guys. It makes me happy when I talk to you guys. The Modern Renovator says, do you need a certain certificate for someone with experience as a mechanic to get hired at a shop? No, but it does help. But you don't need any experience. You go in there and be like, I have no experience. I want to learn. Can you guys hire me? I'll do whatever it takes. And then hopefully they hire you. Chaco says, you're going to party this weekend? No. Well, I'm going to go to dinner tonight. Get a few drinks and dinner. And then tomorrow I have no plans besides work and get a bunch of shit done. I'm going to do a lot of meditating tomorrow. I'm going to do at least 3 hours meditating tomorrow. That's my plan, is to meditate at least 3 hours. Sunday, I'm going to go have breakfast, go jump on the jet skis, go jet skiing for a little bit, go to the beach, do some yoga, meditate, jump in the water and at the beach. Then hit a workout, maybe get a massage, and then do some more meditation, and then get ready for the week. But tomorrow, no, I'm actually gonna get ready for the week tomorrow, because Sunday I'm gonna be busy. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be just meditating, getting ready for the week, getting my shit planned out for the week, getting everything ready. I take one day out of my week to plan everything out for the rest of the week. I visualize everything. I kind of set everything in stone, and I say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, and I visualize every day how I want it to go and how I'm gonna feel at the end of the day, and how I'm gonna feel at the end of the week when I accomplish everything I set out to do, and how everything's gonna go. Because if you rehearse it in your head, it goes way easier, and you already prepared for it, and it's like you already did it. So it's like, it's awesome because your mind already kind of goes through everything, and you feel really good when you actually do it, and then you're like, damn, dude, I did it. But yeah, I rehearse a lot on my day off on how the week is gonna go. Like, I rehearsed this live stream already. Do you write things down or journal? Yeah, of course, Daniel. I write down my to-do list. I write down my goals. I write down like what I'm thinking, how I felt that day, everything. I write down everything. I get everything out of my mind into a journal. That helps your mind, your clarity of mind. That helps you organize your thoughts. That helps you become more focused, more peaceful. It helps you with everything. Chaco says, last weekend was crazy, huh? Yeah, last weekend was nuts. It was fun, though. Matthew says, my first time on your live. I like it. Good energy from you. I appreciate that, Matthew. Thanks for joining us, my friend. It's always nice to have you guys here live. Because it's more fun. The more people, the better. I'm trying to get up to 5,000 to 10,000 viewers a live stream We're at 17 right now, and I'm gonna make it happen. I'm visualizing seeing that 5,000 number when I look up into how many people are in here, and yeah, so it's gonna happen. Tactical bus driver says, on the journal point, would you use an iPad or other tablet for productivity? Yeah, I actually have a productivity calendar. And what it does is, like, I have all of my tasks for the day, my to-do list, everything I have to do, and then I mark it done or not done, and then I write down how I felt doing that. Like, I write it from like 1 to 5, I give it a rating. And at the end of the day, I write down like whether or not I like that day, whether or not I got shit done, how much of a percentage, what percentage of the things that I need to get done got done. So like if I only got done 50% of them, it tells me at the bottom. So it's a really cool way for me to keep track of everything. What was your other question? But yeah, I use a lot of different tools for productivity. Like obviously my Google Calendar. My calendar is packed of everything I have to do that day. My to-do lists are on my calendar. And then my journal is mostly for just brain dumping and just kind of like thinking of shit. It's not really like a way that I organize my things. I keep everything on my phone because I have my phone with me all day. So I keep everything on my phone normally, like notes and shit. But journaling is mostly just to brain dump and just release everything I have in mind. I just let my mind go and I just write. And I like to practice my handwriting too when I journal. So it's another way that I practice my handwriting. Read my mind. Tactical says, at some point, go over apps you recommend. Yeah, like I said, Tactical, we're going to be making a whole channel on productivity. I'm going to show you guys what I use. We're actually going to be doing a 30 days of discipline where you guys are going to join me. You're going to join the group. We're going to have a productivity partner. You're going to be matched up with somebody. You're going to exchange numbers. And then you're going to be talking to each other every single day. Like right now, one of the guys was like, Nestor, how do you beat cravings? I want a burger right now. And I'm all like, that's a great time for you to call your productivity partner and be like, bro, I want a burger. Your productivity partner is supposed to be like, bro, don't eat that shit. You got this, bro. You got this. Don't do it, my man. Don't do it. Don't do it. They're going to support you, support each other. And you're going to be giving tasks every single day for you to do to improve yourself and to keep up the habits that you need to keep up with. So it's gonna be 30 days of going to the gym, 30 days of dressing well, 30 days of eating properly, 30 days of good sleep, 30 days of abstaining from sex and porn, 30 days of working on your finances, 30 days of improving your skill sets, 30 days of getting your to-do list done, all that. Knuckle Buster, how you doing, brother? Where you been, my man? So yeah, we're gonna be, and then I'm gonna show you guys what productivity tools that I use to be able to get all that shit accomplished. Randall says, would you recommend a business loan or even bringing an investor on board for starting your shop? What are your thoughts? Well, thoughts is not a question, number one, but I'll give you my answer for that. It's a very good question. I made videos about this on whether or not you should get a loan or an investor. Basic points here, because you can look up this video where I go into really in-depth detail on this subject. But basically, if you have ran a business in the past and it was successful, or you sold a business, or you know how to run a business because you've been in the industry and you know how to run a shop, you have a lot of experience and you know exactly what to do, and you have a very solid business plan with a very good marketing plan, you know how to run processes, you know how to do the work on the cards, you know how to do the front end, you know how to do everything on the business, yes, get a loan or get an investor, because at that point you're not failing because you already know what to do. If it's your first business, no, unless you know exactly what the fuck you're doing. But I doubt you know what you're doing on your first business. And honestly, to open an auto repair shop, you need between 20 and 60,000. You can save that up in a few years. You can save that up if you cut out a bunch of expenses and you sold a bunch of shit and you stop spending money on bullshit. You can save $20 to $60,000 in 2 to 3 years easily. So I don't recommend that you get an investor or a loan unless you know what the fuck you're doing, because at that point you got way too much overhead and you got a lot of stress because you got to make this shit work. And if it's your first business, chances are you don't know what you're doing and it might take you longer than you think, and you might fuck up because you have extra stress on you that you shouldn't have. So I recommend that you start off building up your little side business, doing something on the side, growing that, figuring things out, figuring out how to interact with your customers, how to get customers coming back, how to do marketing, all that. Then once you do that and you know what you're doing, then we can talk about investors or loans. But do not do it if it's your first business and you think it's easy. It's not fucking easy, boys. But I made a video specifically on this subject that you go watch. Just type in the Mechanical C business loan and it'll come up. Manuel says, what kind of haircut is that? Low fade and don't touch the top? I have no idea, bro. Like, good question. Like, I went to my barber yesterday. Low fade, so it's a one up, and then it's supposed to be like a pompadour, but I just blow dried it. I didn't put any product in it because it's hot as fuck and I didn't want to do anything with my hair today. But I use a blow dryer and I get the comb and I do that and I blow dry it back. And it's supposed to be like a pompadour. So it's supposed to look like a little bit like this, pompadour style. But since I didn't put any product in it and I didn't really blow dry it properly, it kind of just puffed up like this. But it's more of a pompadour. More of a pompadour style. So I can go the way back. But yeah, this is what I normally do. I told my barber not to do the top because he cut it short last time. But it's too short for me. I like it a little longer. So I was like, yeah, just touch up the sides, clean it up, and blend it in, and leave the top. Don't touch the top. I'm letting it grow out. But yeah, it's supposed to be a pompadour. That's what I asked for, and that's what I normally do. But right now, it's just Johnny Bravoing it because I didn't blow dry it properly. It just puffed up. So let me try to fix this shit. Boom. There we go. My hair is really curly, guys, normally. So I have to blow dry to get it a little bit straight. Yeah, here with the $2 super chat. I appreciate that. If you guys want to donate to the channel, please feel free. Always appreciate it. Knucklebuster says, I've been so busy this past 2 weeks. I've been watching the streams in the morning to start off the day. Glad to catch up you live, bro. Thank you so much for joining us, Knucklebuster. It's always good to see you, brother. If you guys want to watch the streams at a later date, please go ahead and like that video. Like the video. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate you guys watching at a later date, though. It means a lot. But I'm excited for this new chapter, guys. Like, your boy's feeling amazing. Meditation, working out, eating properly, sleeping well. You'd be surprised how much that shit changes your life. Like going to the gym and just eating properly, that shit changes your entire mentality. Then if you like abstain from sex and you don't masturbate, you don't bust nuts, and then you write down your goals and you meditate, you literally become a different man. It's insane. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Friday, I got to get out of here. Great to see you guys. And we're going to keep growing, baby. We're going to keep growing. We're going to be back on live stream next week on Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It might be earlier, but we're going to be trying to keep it on the same time, guys. I got all my shit done today, so. Knucklebuster says, last question. Yo, Nestor, how did 2004 Expedition 5.4 come in over and over? Heating issue. It's perfect temperature no matter how long it idles and begins to overheat as soon as you start to drive it. I think that 5.4 has a fan clutch. I would look at that first. Make sure that the fan is. Wait, as soon as you drive it, like as you're driving it, it gets hot. Because or does it get hot when you drive it and then you stop? The coolant in the reservoir was extremely nasty, and I believe it's going to have a blockage in the radiator or heater core. What's your opinion? So is it overheating when you're driving it? As you're driving it, it gets hot, or is it when you drive it and then you come to a stop and then it overheats? What does that answer that question? And does it have? I don't think it's a water pump. It's a metal water pump, so I don't think it's a water pump. It might be. I don't know, but And then does it have an electric fan or does it have a fan clutch? Does it cool, knuckle buster? I'll answer this question. I'll get off the stream, guys. But I want to answer this, my boy. Because it could be the fan clutch causing the fan to engage as you're driving it. It has a fan clutch. I would look at the fan clutch because that could be causing it to. That could be yes. What like does it yes on what? Yes, as soon as you start driving it, it'll reach above 30 temperature steadily climbs. So does that, if it has a fan clutch, it could be that the fan clutch is staying engaged, causing the fan to spin, not letting the air flow through the radiator. I've had that happen before. Or it could be head gasket. It could be a head gasket issue. 5.4s always have bad heads. They always overheat and cause issues. But I would look at the fan clutch. The way that you know if the fan clutch is an issue is that when it's like you turn it off, you try to spin it, and if it's hard as fuck to spin the fan, it's probably the fan clutch because it's staying engaged all the time. Because the fan clutch is supposed to not engage when the engine is spinning at high RPMs, because if it is engaging when the engine is higher RPM than 750 RPM at idle, then it's always staying engaged. It should only engage when the engine is at idle. If it's engaging when it's driving and you're idling over 750, when you're accelerating over 750, the fan is staying engaged, not letting the air pass through the radiator, causing an overheating issue. I've had that happen a lot. So look at the fan clutch first. After that, I would look at if it's overheating only when you're driving, I would look at head gaskets, because head gaskets would cause an overheating issue when you're driving the car, and then it'll cool down when you're at idle, because when it's on load, the gaskets are allowing pressure to enter the coolant system, causing an overheating problem. But at that point, you would probably have coolant overflow outside of the overflow tank. So my first instincts would be to check the fan clutch. Then I would check for bad head gaskets. After that, it could be a blockage. You can feel the radiator. Maybe like some areas of the radiator are like cooler than others. If you have a heat gun, you can kind of check and see if there's like different temperatures. A blockage could happen because those things, they do end up getting really cruddy because it's aluminum and metal. So if you don't do the coolant flushes, those things will clog up. But I've only seen that in certain cases, not very much. And I've always done 5.4 motors. And the first thing that goes bad with those things, especially expeditions and like big trucks, the fan clutch and then the head gaskets. So check the fan clutch. And the way you'll know is if you turn off the car, you go and touch the fan, and if it's super hard to spin, like if it's not free to spin when the engine is off, the fan clutch is bad and it's staying engaged. That's how you diagnose that. Does that make sense, Knuckle Buster? Let me know before I get off. Let me know if I get off the stream. What's up, Gallo Bravo? How you doing, brother? Does that make sense, Knuckle Buster? Let me know before I leave. How the fuck do I know all of this? I just got the fuck. I'm just a fucking badass mechanic. Knuckle Buster. Okay, thank you, Nestor. Thank you. I'm going to check it out in the morning. Yeah, check it out. But yeah, it makes sense, man. Cool. Happy it helps. Let me know what the problem is, though, brother. Fan clutch or check for combustion in the cooling system. Seems to me like a fan clutch, especially if it's doing that while driving and then it cools down when it's at idle. Because when it's at idle, the fan is supposed to be engaged, right? And it's supposed to be sucking in air, and then it cools everything down, right? But when you're driving, it's not supposed to be engaged, right? It's not supposed to be spinning, and air is supposed to enter. But what happens is that when you're going down the road and the fan is engaged and it's spinning, it counteracts the air coming in and it pushes it out. So it doesn't cool it down. It kind of like the air kind of pushes up against each other and cooling doesn't happen, right? But when you stop, you pull over, the engine will cool down because the fan is engaging, and then it pulls it in air and it cools down the radiator. So I've seen that happen a lot in expeditions. But the other thing I've seen a lot is head gaskets, like I mentioned. But normally with head gaskets, you have a lot of other problems like overflow, especially on Fords. Those systems don't have a lot of relief. So if there's any combustion in the system, you'll see it coming out the fucking reservoir. Or it could be barely starting to break the head gaskets where it's happening like when it's like barely starting right now and the head gasket isn't broken enough to allow enough combustion to get into the system, causing the coolant to overflow over the coolant reservoir. How do I know this, man? I'm telling you guys. I'm just good. Just good. I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend, guys. Stay safe. Make sure you guys catch the next stream Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hit the like button before you guys leave. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for all the great questions, guys. Great conversation today. Take care, boys.